Following portion of Daytime Tri-Cities is sponsored by Foundations Integrated Medical and Sports Health, home of Muncy Family Chiropractic. Well, for so many parents, evenings and weekends are spent gearing them up and cheering them on. Sports can play a big role in a family's life, but parents, how in shape are you? Are you living for your kids? Here to discuss is Beth Muncy with Foundations Integrated Medical and Sports Health, home of Muncy Family Chiropractic. Beth, great to have you back on the show.
It is so good to be back.
Yeah, it's been a while, and of course, everything now gearing up. We're talking about another sports season, lots of them, and of course, I know you guys are doing a lot with athletics.
We do. We help out a lot of athletes. First we keep them from getting injured by making sure their body is balanced and in alignment. When they have injuries, we're able to get them back on the field pretty quick, and we try to avoid things like surgery and see what we can do to rehab them, get them back going, and keep them in the sport they love.
And you said so much of that is prevention and balance and working that core.
It is. For example, you know, we've had athletes that come in thinking, oh, I have something wrong with my knee or my foot, something's going on. Well, we find out their true problem is that their hips are imbalanced. So, you know, working with them with chiropractic care helps get them back in there and back on the field or court, wherever they're at.
And of course, that's what the parents want to see. We're out there cheering them on. We were talking about how easy it is to sort of live for our kids, going from one activity to the next.
It is. You know, for so many years, I have heard parents say, I would die for my children. Well, yeah, any of us would do that, but are you living for your kids? And by that, I mean, what type of lifestyle are you putting forth to your children? Are you living the healthiest life that you can live to pass that on down to them? And stop that generational gap of, well, we all had this problem, we all had diabetes, or we all had this, and it just passes down. It's hereditary. Well, no, we can change things like that. And, you know, when parents get out with their kids, they're participating in activities, they're showing their kids how to live that healthy lifestyle, that kids see that, and they start the same thing. So we want to put that example forth.
So really leading by example, instead of just being on the sidelines watching your kids. Get out there from a young age.
Right, exactly. You know, shop the fruits and vegetables more, and experiment with foods with your children. You know, I know every kid loves their chicken nuggets and their mac and cheese. And there's nothing wrong with that. My boys still love that, and they're in college. But have your kids experiment with some fruits and vegetables and different things. You're going to find out they actually like them. And then you get them in the habit of that healthy lifestyle.
Well, and I love doing things and taking that team approach, that sort of family approach.
Exactly,
to life.
Exactly. When the entire family gets out and plays, you know, get a game of basketball going, or go for walks together, go for hikes, do activities together as a family and establish that core value within your family.
And you mentioned heredity, and of course some things are passed down, but there are so many lifestyle changes that have that direct impact.
Exactly. I mean, I know for myself, my family was full of heart issues and diabetes and high blood pressure. Well, I didn't want to live that way. I decided at an early age, I don't want to live that way. So I found out what I had to do to keep that from happening and passing that on to my kids. Because I don't want to be ridden with health issues the rest of my life. I want to enjoy my life as long as I can. I want my kids to. And we can help people do that at Foundations through chiropractic care, through rehab programs, through supplementation. There's so many things we can do, through nutrition counseling.
Well, certainly some great information. Beth, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. It was great to be back.
If you would like more information, they've got great social media as well. Lots of great tips on their website, foundationsintegratedmedical.com, and of course their office right there on Moore Street in Bristol. We'll be right back. The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by Foundations Integrated Medical and Sports Health, home of Muncy Family Chiropractic.